Guys, so in today's video I'm here at MG Mark Road, okay, and today I'm going to teach you guys how to actually have the confidence to approach anybody on the streets, whether you want to approach a beautiful girl who is sitting over there or you want to approach any other guy. So I'll use the three steps that you can use to do the. Hello guys, so in this video I'm going to show you how to approach girls on the street and get their phone number. So first of all, before approaching, I always pay respect to the guys that are sitting near the girls. So I asked, are you guys friends? And she said no. So then I asked her, can I sit here for like 2 minutes, because I found you look kind of different, okay? Different and interesting, so I want to find out what's going on with you. So I said, I'll sit here for 2 minutes and then I'll go because I have to catch a friend of mine. I said, hello, my name is Sam, and what's your name? She said her name. So at this point, what I am doing is I am telling her you see, there are a lot of girls in the world, okay? There are so many girls, they are really, really beautiful and pretty and all that. But you see, beauty is common. What is the most interesting thing is that when girls have like amazing personality, I like that, okay? So so I asked her, what makes you different, what is your hobby and what makes you different, and what makes you different than other girls. So that is the first question I ask all the girls all the time. So after asking that, she thought for a few seconds, and after thinking for a few seconds, she replied that she was a cook. She liked to cook, and she liked to dance and all that stuff. And I said, wow, that's nice. It's nice. And then the second question at this point you have to ask is, what makes you, like, what is your purpose in life? Okay, like so many people, they have no purpose in their life. They are just roaming around, doing nothing actually. They don't have any ambitions or goals. So while asking, so what is your purpose in life, she told me that she wanted to be a nurse or something like that, and I gave her a high five, and that's like awesome, okay? And then the final question that I always ask is like, what is the most important thing in your life? What is the most important thing for you in your life? So after asking that question, she thought about it for a few seconds, and then she told me like family and stuff. And after that, I started talking about, yeah, family is really important and all that stuff, okay? So guys, as you can see, here you can when you're approaching random girls on the street, you can pretty much make up your own questions, but the most important thing to remember here is that to never ever go in there and say, I am this, that, and the other. I could have gone in there and said, I'm a magician, I am pretty well known in Sikkim, and I could have got a number, but that would be like being fucking stupid, okay? You need to go in there and you need to find out about the girl. You need to ask her what she does, what is her hobby, what she likes, okay? Then after finding that, then if you find her interesting, you can get her number. And at this point, I got her phone number, and she was willing to give me a phone number, okay? Then after that, we pretty much you can set up a date second time and stuff like that. So yeah, she gave me her number, and after getting the phone number, you need to save it, and then you need to like meet up for the second date, okay? So this is the second girl I approached, okay? So the same thing I did here, okay? I asked her, like, the first question is, you are very beautiful, but beauty is common, what makes you different than other girls? And then she thought for a few seconds, and then she replied like, I don't know what she said, okay, because the audio file that I had recorded just got damaged, so I don't have the audio file. And she said like, I think she said she wanted to be she was an engineer or something like that, okay? And her hobby was reading books, I think. And the second question I asked her was like, what is your purpose in life? What drives you, what motivates you to live on, you know what I mean? And she said, my purpose in life is to like I like to work as an engineer and all that blah 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 blah. It can be whatever, okay? So finally, after asking all that, I gave her a high five. Wow, that's very, very nice. Cool. So the third question that I asked her is that, okay, so now, what do you find, what is the most important thing in your life? And then, like, she thought about it for a few seconds, and I think she said, like, friends or something like that. And I was like, okay, yeah, friends, very, very important. So finally, like, I asked her like what she does. She said that she works in some office or something, like an engineer. And I asked her like, do you like going outside meeting new people? She said yes, of course I do. And then finally, like, I asked her like, I asked her other stuff like, what makes you like happy in life and all that. You know what, guys, the truth is you can make up your own questions, okay? But the most important thing is you need to qualify whoever the girl you're approaching, okay? You need to make them understand that you have standards and you like girls who are interesting, not just beautiful, okay? Because beauty is common, that is the truth, okay? You'll find a lot of beautiful girls, but they don't have any personality. So you say that up front, and after hearing that, the girls will be like, okay, so this guy, wants to be pretty much impressed, so they will impress you. And finally, you can ask her for a phone number. And yeah, I asked her for a phone number at this point, and she gave me her number. Um, then finally, at this point, you can also like set up another meetup, like saying, when are you free? Are you free today or tomorrow? We can meet up. I'll send you a message, stuff like that, and that is awesome.